We here, we in the building. The Uncensored Philly Sports Podcast. What a win, what a win, what a game. A couple people said it already in the comments. Might be the best win of the season so far. Might be the best win of the season so far.
Yeah.
Down in the 20s, fight our way back, and to come take that game was incredible. Was incredible. That's what you want to see out of this team, though. You don't want to see them put their head between their legs or their tail between their legs, so to speak, and call it a night. They fall back and won the game. Embiid, incredible night. James Harden. What did he end up with 21 assists? How many assists did Harden end up with?
That was 21.
He ended up with 20. Ended with 21. Triple double. 21, 11 boards, and 20 points. Real good game. Shake Milton too. Shake Milton is becoming a nice player off the bench. He's becoming a nice player for us. Like we talked about earlier, remember all that time that Harden and Tyrese Maxey missed? That seemed like it's turning out to be kind of a little gift to us because it allowed the other players to play, to grow, and for Doc to develop that faith in them, to go out there and let them play, let them do their thing. Shake had the mismatch. He was showing off. What about you? What you see tonight, Tim?
This was a good win. I agree with everybody when they say it's the best one of the season. To me, this was the best one because we was going against, first of all, Kawhi Leonard. They was pretty much shot for shot basket. I mean, props to this is only like his 11th game back, but props to Embiid. Embiid was going head to head. This game, they didn't even let him shoot a lot of free throws. I think he shot 7 total for the game, and really he got those last 2 at the end. But it was all he was just making baskets. He was making baskets. But another key to the game, my opinion, is we finally got that bench. You need scoring off the bench. First half, we wasn't getting no points off the bench. Second half, bench went crazy. That was
bench
the key.
Did go crazy. Niang popping them threes.
Yep. You need bench help. And then I think we finished with about 30 points off the bench, or close to. So that
we did.
My biggest thing.
Paul Reed even came in and gave some good minutes.
He did. I kind of see why Doc don't play him. Like you can't trust him, but his energy level was perfect because Zubac was killing Harold. He was giving it to him. Montrez
about to die. I gotta plug my
all right.
My laptop. You can't trust Paul Reed long term though. You can't.
You can't. But is it because he's not getting enough playing time to like become a better player?
I don't know. It's him. I thought he was gonna miss that oop. Harden gave me. But I mean he's active. Maybe he need more playing time to settle down, but it'll be look Mr. Wing hating. He hating. Embiid had 44. Embiid might be the best player in the league right now. He's fighting for it, man. He's balling.
Embiid ball.
He did what he had to do. Could a couple of them calls went either way. I don't want to see him get attacked. Yeah, he was mad. They didn't really show the play enough to see if he was fouled or not when he got that tech. But, it's in the heat of the game. I'm not mad at B. He did what he had to do.
Yeah.
Zubac, a big boy, he had 44 on him. B's hard to stop because he could shoot outside. He could take you inside. Him and Harden running that pick and roll is tough to guard.
It's looking good to the way they gelling together. You could tell.
They are. They are. I just want to see how it comes together when what's up, David Young? I just want to see how it comes together when Maxey come back. What do you do with Maxey from here? Did you put up that article where it said, should Maxey come off the bench and let Melton, his defensive, he can shoot the 3 and his defensive presence right now on the floor, it's a lot for us, man.
Yeah.
It does a lot for us.
I think as much as I don't want to, I think I'm going to have to bring Maxey off the bench. Crazy thing, they asked Doc after in the pregame would he be adverse to bringing Max off the bench. He said he would bring him off the bench and ease him back into playing. So that might be a good role for him, simply because he's 6 feet. And Harden, like,
no, he like 6'2", 6'3". Maxey like 6'2", I think.
About 6 feet, 6'1". You know they give you a couple of inches anyway when you.
They don't do that no more. They said. Yo,
But
you go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I almost forgot what I was going to say. But oh yeah, I was getting flashbacks for a moment of that Toronto series when Kawhi started going crazy on us. I was like, please stop this man.
Yo,
stop this man.
Kawhi is different, yo.
He nice. He ain't crazy. He don't got all of, he ain't real fancy with it.
No.
He just go to work. He just put his boots on. He go to work.
He go. I mean, that mid-range jump shot is he got the best one. It's crazy because I do like the bull from Toronto that he took his place when he was in Toronto, but his mid-range jumper is the best in the business. He ain't played in over a year. He just started playing.
I know. I thought he'd be a little rusty. He don't look like. I mean, I guess there's some things he could tighten up. He lost the ball a couple of times. He turned it over. But yeah, he look like he coming back. Yeah, he does do a lot of load management, K. But but to come back from
100%. That's one thing about Kawhi. If you don't feel 100%, he's not playing. He got to be.
No, he's not playing. He's not playing. Toby's still hitting too. Yo, if the key is Toby. He only had 14 tonight. He was 2 for 6, but the key is Tobias Harris. He did hit a big three. I think it was in the fourth quarter in the corner. If Toby can keep up, if he can continue that spot up, we know every night he's not going to be 40%. You know what I mean? He's not going to be crazy high. But as long as he can keep giving us something like he's giving us now consistently, the 17, 16 points in this couple threes, yo, we can make a run. This team can make a run.
Do we got enough offense, though?
Huh?
Do we got enough offense?
Yeah, we got B Harden.
The stat line for PJ Tucker tonight was 0 points.
I don't even know why. He had 20 minutes is all zeros. Well, he had 2 rebounds.
2 rebounds and a steal. That's what you're getting for $30 million.
Niang had more minutes than him. Niang played a bulk of that. 25. They gave Derek House. I don't know why House is in the doghouse so much. I think he's a solid, nice player.
Yeah.
I think maybe you should rotate House and Niang. Maybe you can even start House over Tucker. Be honest with you. But Tucker wasn't stopping Kawhi. Looked like Kawhi was getting his best shots when PJ Tucker was in the game. Sure be honest with you.
They saw that. 20 minutes. As I said, 20 minutes is all he should be playing right now, to be honest with you. I mean, he just there to frustrate the opponent.
Y'all wanted him because y'all thought he was tough. Thought he was a street dude. Walking around like he all tough. That's why you wanted him. I told you this dude is overage. He's outplayed. Sometimes you can find a younger guy like that. We threw money away on him. But, we'll ride him into the offseason. I mean, to the playoffs and see how it go. Exactly, John Adams. That's what I said. Tobias contributes to 6. Yep. He hitting them 3 and spot up Toby. Toby spot up. I think
Harden, though. The boy Harden, 10, and he had 21 points. I thought he had 11 rebounds. I think they gave him a rebound. Didn't he get a rebound late in the game, but the game was almost over? Harden.
Tucker. He had triple double. I don't know. Mark Greenwood, Tim won a PJ. Tim won a PJ.
I did. I wanted PJ. I thought PJ was gonna come in and give us this toughness and hit them because he was known for his baseline 3-point shot.
No,
he was known for that. And I thought he was gonna come in and just be a bully, a bulldog, but I guess
all he was known for was arguing with Kevin Durant mom. That's how he got famous.
That's not true. Him
and Katie mom going back and forth on the bench. You know what I mean? PJ and everybody, PJ. Yeah, nope. Overrated.
He helped the Bucks win a championship, and then he was talking with the Miami Heat. So I'm figuring even Embiid was like, we got to go get him. But
I wonder how they feel now. I mean, that's your teammate. Shake was balling tonight, Mark. Shake hit tough shot. Shake hit some tough shots too. Shake hit tough shots.
Shake was a minus 11 a day. Though. Looks like he was a minus 11.
The run they had in the beginning, he probably was like a minus 20 something. Had to fight himself back in. Yeah. Remember that big run in the beginning.
Because it was a tale of two halves. If you think about the first half, we looked bad.
We couldn't hit a shot.
We looked terrible.
And they was hitting everything.
Yeah.
Then the second half kind of turned around in our favor.
Yep.
You know, we went on that run, stayed consistent, played defense, rebound. Yeah. We rebounded, but they didn't really get no old boards. We rebounded. Even though B still don't get a lot of boards, he only, what do you have, 7 a night?
That's it.
What do you have? He had 7 a night. Harden was our leading rebounder with 11. Toby had 8. But yo, that was that right there was the game. It was the game of the season so far. Game of the season.
Embiid, man, I'm impressed with he's
too.
He's gonna put himself in the MVP category. He about to be one of the top 5 like contenders for MVP right now. I mean, this was our 7th game in a row that we won. Now we go to New York and play on Christmas Day. What do you think about that game?
Hold on, bro. Let me say this. Mark, Embiid does post up when it's a mismatch. But against the big players, he's too quick and can shoot too well to post them up. You know, to me, trying to post up. Huh?
Why wear him down? Posting up.
Yeah, like it's no reason to post up Zubac and just bang, 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 bang like this is the 80s or the 90s basketball. He can shoot over him. He could put a move on him. He can go around him. Be too athletic and agile to be trying to post up and exert all this energy. I don't think he needs to. He dropped 44. But he did post up when it was smaller dudes.
That elbow jumper is wet right now, so he really don't need to. He don't need to do all that. Like, that's for your satisfaction.
It is. But when it's smaller dudes, he do post up. He will put put that weight on you, put you in the post and give you work. When you small, he try to keep him out the basket. But he's a face-up player. You're right, David. He is better facing the basket. Plus, he can see everything. He could see cutters. He could see where the movement is. He could see where the double team coming from. So it gives him better vision too on the floor, in my opinion, because he made a couple nice passes.
Wow, Embiid had 1 turnover tonight. Very impressive. This is what I'm talking about. This is important. If he could play like this, we could beat anybody in the league. We could beat anybody. He was only +2, but I'm looking at Anthony Melton was a +17. Harden was a +11. Tobias was a +12. This was all around a great win, y'all.
It was. I can't say enough about it. I mean, looking ahead, if you want to look ahead to that Knicks game, I don't think Knicks could do nothing with us. I mean,
they got a lot
stick
of
B? Like Wayne, I'm gonna be Wayne. Who gonna stick B? Who they got for B? So I really don't think they could do nothing with us.
No, I agree with that.
But can we make a run to that number 1 spot? We coming for the number 1 spot.
Y'all the boys were saying that we couldn't come. I was telling y'all we were still able to come. I think Ephraim was saying something about we ain't gonna catch the Cavaliers. Let me look at the standings right now. We 19 and we 3 games behind first. 3 games out of first. Still a lot of basketball left. That's true. So who said that? Herb. That's what I want to see from Harden. Good shooting, good efficiency, good field goal percentage, good 3-point percentage. That is what I want to see. I hate on Doc, but I like that he gave Niang more burn than PJ Tucker. You got to know when you need to spread that floor. You can't. Clippers got too many good defenders to have somebody that can't shoot the ball out there.
so they can collapse on everybody else. You ain't gonna get no shot when you go to swing the ball out. So Niang was in there, and he hit a couple, and he hit some big corner threes too, and some other threes as well.
You said New York has Brunson. They are serious. They okay. They're okay.
Who, New York?
Yeah.
The only team I don't, it's two teams I don't like. For one, for some reason, we don't match up well against the Celtics. And
they're struggling hard right now.
They 22-10, but they lost their last couple games.
Yeah. Remember they had a big lead on everybody.
Yo, you know who's impressed me a little bit? Orlando's impressing me, man. I don't know if you ever watched it.
You always like Orlando. You've been liking Orlando ever since folks got there.
They on like a 7-game winning streak.
Orlando got a lot of good young talent. They actually
got
got a lot of good young talent over there.
They do.
Yeah, they've been stacking up over the last couple of years.
And the rookie boy Benchiro, what's his name? Am I saying that right? He could play.
However you say it, he can ball.
He can play. So if they get in the playoffs, they might make a little bit of noise, but we can't catch that number one spot if we keep it going. We 3 games out of first. The teams ain't looking unbeatable no more. I know Milwaukee is dealing with some health issues with Middleton. So
isn't he back?
I don't know. I don't think he played. He ain't played the other night.
But see, that's the whole thing when it comes to us, though. It's like people forget. We kind of, Harden came in the end of last year, but we didn't have healthy Harden. So and we got a lot of new pieces this year. So you had to figure all that stuff out. So it's like for us to start off the way we did, and then you had the injuries. A lot of people was ready to tank. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't giving us as much respect. But it's like when you see, it's a reason why when you look at a healthy Embiid and Harden together, a healthy Embiid and a healthy Harden together, you thought that this team could be a championship contender. And Maxey hasn't even been balling with them right now. So I still feel how I feel about the Sixers. I feel like they can compete with anybody. I do agree with Ethan. I think Boston might be the toughest competition. But I do think that the pieces that we brought in here, as bad as he gets on my nerves, PJ and Harold and House and Melton are defensive players that can help us play better against a team like Boston. I would like to see how we match up against them now that they've got a little bit of a flow with the team.
You know what I want to see, though? How well we playing now, how they fit Maxey into this rotation. Right now, the rotation playing real well. The rotation dot going is playing real well. Now you got to figure out how to get Maxey in and still get these dudes their minutes. Because Shake Milton deserves his minutes. And Yang and these other dudes, they deserve their minutes. So you got to figure out how to get Maxey in here and still have these dudes and still let these dudes like Melton and Shake play at a high level by giving them to make their minutes.
I hear you about Melton, but Shake to me, I don't. I mean, yes, he's been playing well, but Shake does.
So you going to take Shake minutes?
No,
I got to give.
Just say it.
If I have to give Maxey minutes, I'm going to take it from Shake. I'm not going to take it from Melton.
Okay.
I think you can play some small ball, small with Melton.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
They already get out rebounded. What's the small ball you gonna play?
For a couple minutes a game, you can play some small ball with Melton and have those 3 on the court at the same time.
What 3?
Harden, Maxey, and Melton. You can play some small ball and get away with it.
And you got Maxey and so I guess you're gonna have Harden play like the small forward position on defense. But I mean, who Maxey gonna guard? I don't know. I would rather not have that kind of rotation in there. Depending on the matchup, though, I guess it depends on the team you play against.
Yeah.
Melton is a better defender, Herbert. In Sam's 2 community, who plays point guard?
Oh, it gotta be Harden. It gotta be Harden.
Did you read his comment?
Oh no! What'd he say?
He said cut back on Harden's minutes. He thinks he's a league leader in minutes, and he's coming off an injury. Who gonna play point guard when Harden ain't on the floor?
Oh, it had to be Melton, in my opinion.
Melton or Milton?
Melton. I think Melton is more of a point guard. He was the one that stepped up and played point when Ja went out last year, and he was the one when Harden was out for real. He was the one running the point.
That to me, that was that best acquisition last year.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. And what's our worst?
Your boy PJ.
Looking like a deer headlights.
PJ is a weak link on all. Listen, I like the hustle. I respect the old head for his grind. He undersized. See, sometimes, and especially like in Philly, not saying there have been a lot of people doing that, but in Philly, we get that Rocky mentality sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Like, it'd be a player. Like, for instance, you'll have an Embiid, and it's like, oh, he big, and because he's not dominating like you want him to dominate, then it's like, oh, he's soft, he this, that, and other. Then meanwhile, you'll have somebody like Speedy Claxton running around and diving on the floor and everything else. You like, or TJ McConnell. TJ's a great team player. TJ this, that, and other. Like, we'll give these underdog type dudes all these props, but then when you have a stud player, you're harder on them. So that being said, PJ Tucker, not a Rocky situation for me. Like, limit his minutes. I'd rather see Paul Reed and Harold get the minutes. I do think there's spots for PJ in certain settings, but
certain situations. Yeah. Certain players, certain teams.
Certain matchups. Yeah.
Yep. And that's
Mark?
That's for Doc. And that's for Doc. That's for Doc to figure out.
Doc said PJ is dealing with a little arm injury right now, so that's why
he been dealing with it all season.
Maybe
because he darn sure ain't hurt his arm shooting.
Today, that's what he said.
That's what happens when you get older. Them injuries linger a little longer.
They
don't go away as fast.
He hurt himself. He hurt his arm signing that paycheck. That's the only action he did this year. He carrying that money to the bank. That thing weighing heavy on that arm.
Now, this was good. I think everybody
now sexy scenarios. If we don't make a run, then that discussion comes up again. But right now, everything's looking good. But if this team don't get us to the Eastern Conference Finals, then we'll talk about it. He said he was wrong about taking Halliburton instead of Hart. If this team don't get us to the Eastern Conference Finals, then we can have that discussion. But right now, it's looking good.
Yeah, I don't think that you can make that a clear-cut decision yet. Halliburton's been playing fine this year. He's actually having a good year. So I don't think you can necessarily say, Halliburton would have been or Harden's a better pick over Halliburton. Like I think you could have done well either way. But I do like Harden has that command and that respect of the younger players. That's what I'm saying. Like when I was saying about young teams, a lot of times young teams you need veteran leadership and you need some of the vets to be good. You need some of the vets to be good in order to command. Like you can't have a team full of PJ Tuckers and a bunch of young talent. Like it don't work like that. Like you need at least a vet or two that's good.
That's how the teams in the 80s was.
Yeah.
The boy Skip Bayless, he was watching the game today. He said Sixers sure look like the best team in the East to me.
And I don't want to hear what Skip Bayless
said took the Clippers' best shot. Then he got Embiid.
We don't care what Skip Bayless says.
But he make Embiid. He said Embiid is better than Giannis and Jason Tatum.
Okay, I think I already been saying that this year. I get everybody got flaws. Everybody got flaws. But if you're telling me I'm looking at a complete player, I'm looking at a 7'1", whatever he is, center that can handle the rock, can hit the mid range, can hit free throws, plays defense, has that lateral movement to play defense. And to me, Embiid's biggest flaw is passing. But that being said, all the other pluses that he got, I'll take it.
One turnover tonight.
I'll take it.
He did well. I have he was the reason. Him and Harden, it was all about them two. Because Harden was dropping bombs all night.
It was. Melton played his role. He had a big steal. He had a big three. I like Melton a lot, man.
I like Melton a lot. I like that pickup. Really impressing me. I thought the PJ pickup was going to be tight. I still think PJ and Harrell helped us a lot because I think they brought toughness to this team. Like I honestly, and I said this a couple pods ago, like even with Embiid to me looks more mature. Like sometimes we forget how young Embiid's only 28. But if you look at it like Embiid, like does he still complain about call some? Yeah, but you don't see him doing all that lagging behind, arguing with the ref while stuff going on. And you don't even really see Harden doing that no more. And I think when you have players like Harold, Maybe, but I'm saying you don't see it on a regular like that. So I don't think when you see like I think players like Harold and PJ probably get in the ear but that's your job as the old head in there and you get a little bit of respect from that too.
Mr. Wayne, that's hate.
That is hate. Yo,
what's playoff? Where playoff been ranked with that?
Somebody said, "Oh yeah, the Nets beat the Bucks by 18."
Yeah, that's what I said. That's a whole nother situation. They 9-1 in their last 10 games.
They ain't got Middleton playing. He ain't playing either.
Honestly, the Nets still don't scare me because they don't have a big man. In certain matchups with Boston have a couple big men that can make stuff difficult beat. And they have other guys like Tatum and Brett. They got a defensive team that can make stuff difficult for Embiid. To me, the Nets don't have that. Embiid does what he won against the Nets.
Ben had 12, 11, and 8.
Almost a triple-double.
Mm-hmm. Ben numbers. He getting back to his old self.
Compare
Ben numbers that y'all love so much. Huh?
What you say, Ben doing more than PJ at least? Yeah, to the playoffs. We talking about playoff Ben. Playoff Ben, but he also scored 1 point in the playoff game. Remember that? And got benched for TJ McConnell. Remember that? Okay. All right.
Yo, but how far y'all think this team go? Where y'all think this team going?
The Nets will not. Real quick, Starscream. You said the Nets will outshoot the Sixers. You realize in this month the Sixers was number 1 in the league in 3-point shooting percentage, right? You realize that this month when Harden is back and Embiid is healthy, we shot number 1 this month. We're shooting with the top 3-point shooting percentage in the league.
Hats off to Toby and Melton for that too.
Yeah. So if you're going to so if you're going to sit there and talk about y'all going to outshoot us, playoff basketball slows down a little bit, and you got to start. Embiid's a big body that a lot of guys going to have to try to help out to cover.
Can Embiid get through playoff basketball? That's the question.
He looking like in better shape. Knock on wood. Yeah.
Even playing.
I'm looking to get out that second round this year, man. I'm looking to get out the second round.
We all are.
I think first round will be a breeze. Got to get out that second round. Got to.
Ain't nobody worried about the Nets. Ain't nobody worried about the Nets. Y'all got Ben Simmons.
That's actually I think they the hottest team in the league right now. They 9-1 in their last 10, I think.
That's cute. That's cute. I ain't worried about the Nets.
Okay. No. When do we play the Nets?
I don't know. We played Knicks this week, but I don't know about the Nets.
We played the Knicks Sunday, right?
Minutes.
Huh?
Wayne.
Yo.
What do you think about Paul Reed coming in? I thought his energy was pretty good.
But he does that. But that's what he does when he gets minutes. I think the biggest problem with Paul Reed is when he finally gets in, he's so wound up and he run around and he do some dumb stuff. I think if he gets consistent minutes, I think that you can have solid play from Paul. And I think that Paul Reed needs to play a lot with the older players. Like he needs to be on the floor more with Bede and Harden. Yeah. And that way it's like I think when he comes in with the bench, it's like, all right, well, I'm gonna get mine too. But I think if he's in there with Bede and Harden, it's like, all right, find your spot. We'll get you open looks. We'll get you easy baskets.
I would have had him knowing how big the boy is for the Clippers. He should have been a backup center coming in because that's really how we got down to once Embiid those 9 Embiid minutes and Harold was in there. That was like a total mismatch. He was having a field day, blocking everybody's shot. He was helping out on other people. Zubac. So we really.
But they don't really got it. This is what I'm saying with the Sixers against teams that don't have a real big man. This is what we can do. Like then you can have Harold and Reed even coming in off of the bench because they don't have a real big man on that other team.
Well, Clippers got a real big man.
Who?
Zubac.
Man, he ain't a real big guy.
No, he's a real big man. They don't have a backup. They don't have a backup real big man.
He like a Sabonis type, a guy to get his stats against other guys, smaller guys, but against the prime centers in the league, he's not doing nothing.
He's just a rebounder. He's just a regular rebounder center.
But that's what I'm saying. He's not. I mean, I'm not saying he's not a big man, but I'm saying he's not he's not somebody that's going to concern you at that center position.
As far as scoring, no.
Mm-hmm.
It ain't that many big men in the league that's going to concern you at that.
Centers
in the league.
It's actually quite a few centers. It's a few centers that can score in the league now.
All right, so we're about to go on the road, and we're playing the Knicks, Washington, New Orleans, and OKC. I don't see a loss right there. Do y'all see one?
Who we play?
We got to go on the road. We're going to play the Knicks, Washington, New Orleans, and OKC.
Knicks a trap game. They're going to be heavily mounted.
New Orleans might be tough.
They've been struggling lately, though, New Orleans.
New Orleans might be tough.
You talking about the Pelicans?
Yeah.
You talking like the Pelicans? Sweet. The Pelicans hooping this year, though.
Well, I said they've been struggling lately, as of late, but they were leading at one point. They was
that's on the road though, right? We playing them in New Orleans.
Yeah, that's next world. No, we'll actually come home and play New Orleans.
Oh, we come home and play them. Okay.
Now we got the Knicks, Washington. No, I take that back. We go to New Orleans, then we play OKC, then we play them. Then New Orleans come to Philly.
Okay. Well, that'd be a nice. That'd be a nice litmus test. We gonna sweep them.
Mark said, "How y'all rate the team from a 1 to 10?" Yeah, if Doc gonna get a second round, he going on unemployment. A 1 to 10, this team right now is an 8.
I agree, and that's what Maxey not playing. So if Maxey come in and play how you expect Maxey can play, even if Maxey give you what he gives you in spots, like you don't even need Maxey to come in here averaging 23 points a game and all that type stuff. If we can get that Maxey to average like 18, 19, 20 points a game with this team as already constituted, like adding that into it, I think we could work. And he's shooting that 40-something% from 3. I think that makes us way better.
I think Tucker. I think Zion's going to be a terrible matchup on Tucker. Tucker's going to be a terrible matchup on Zion. He can't bully ball Zion.
Yeah, but Tucker actually is somebody that ain't going to just be reaching over him and get it. He might jump over him, but he can't. Tucker might feel energized because he actually has somebody know almost my height.
You worry about New York?
So you worry about next game. New York just lost. I think this is 2 in a row they just lost. They was hot.
They might be hungry now, though.
So they're looking to bounce back.
Yeah, they may be looking at that. True. They played at home.
Just lost to the Bulls. They just lost to the Bulls.
When a buzzer beat about what's the red? Drew Rosen.
DeRozan. Yeah. They was going through it a little something too over there in Chicago.
I thought they were trying to get rid of the team.
Getting benched because the coach benched him because he was playing terrible.
Bring him in.
You always
I don't like Zach LaVine. I'm not sold on him.
I mean, the way he played the last couple of years before this year, especially last year.
Barrett had 44 tonight.
Wow. Who had that?
He ain't gonna get that against us though. We got too many good guards.
He had 44. Oh, I do like they backup guard quickly. I mean, they quickly. He nice. The Knicks. I remember he gave us a little bit last year. Who's they starting center?
Well, on the Knicks. Maxey he'll be back within the next week or two. I really think I'm leaning toward just letting him come off the bench though.
Me too.
I know Wayne was the biggest proponent of this.
Wayne was. I said, he really ain't know what he was saying.
I know.
Why didn't I?
Because it wasn't you ain't had nobody to start. You was talking about starting Cork and Shake. You really ain't had nobody to start.
My point was, well, for me, that time was because our bench was trash. And Maxey, in my opinion, Maxey wasn't getting as many touches as we would like him to get. So if he comes off the bench.
Last year too?
Yeah, this was last year. This was last year when I really was. I'm saying once we got Harden, instead of having him and Harden in the backcourt, have him come off the bench and just be instant offense. But let me address Star Screen for record. I'm looking at this thing now. NBA rankings. Sixers in the Nets is around the same as shooting 3-point percentage. So it ain't all that y'all gonna outshoot us by all that much. So yeah, y'all shooting 38.3 and we shooting 38.2.
Listen, it's exciting to be a Philly fan right now. Eagles doing good. Sixers has got their stuff together. They started off bad. Sixers started off terrible, to be honest with you. I gotta be honest. I don't know if I think a couple people said it here already. I don't know if I trust Doc, playoff Doc, something about playoff Doc. I just don't know. But
Man, it's
who
really,
knows
it's
what the
really
future
about the
holds.
players. It's about the players, though. Players gotta make baskets and they gotta play good defense. I mean, Doc ain't going up and down the court dribbling the ball.
Doc got to do good rotations too. Like PJ had 20 minutes tonight. If PJ got 30 minutes and all zeros again, I'm a loser.
But
yeah, he definitely got to start tempering PJ minutes.
But he yanked TJ in the second half, PJ in the second half, and he also yanked what's his name, Harold. So to me, he made some good game decisions tonight.
Doc ain't want to lose this game.
Oh no,
Paul George wanted this game back. He came out that joint cooking.
But Kawhi was cooking all game long.
He was
nice.
I mean, listen, it's nice. We took the shot. They came in with their full squad. Like, was there anybody major missing from their team tonight? They came in with their full squad.
I want to answer Mark Greenwood question.
Mm-hmm.
Coaches teach you how to play basketball. It's a video Isaiah Thomas talking about LeBron James, and he said all the great players had great coaches. He talked about Jordan in college. He had who was the dude in college? He had Dean or something.
Dean Smith.
Jordan in the NBA had who? Yeah, from Carolina. My bad.
Dean Smith.
Dean Smith. He said Jordan in the NBA. He had who he had? Doug Collins. He had Phil Jackson. Yep. Kobe had Phil Jackson. Coaching in the NBA does matter. But he's making a point about how great LeBron was, and he never had a great coach. He won with rookie coaches.
And Brian took rookie coaches to the finals.
Yeah, he's just talking about the great basketball mind of LeBron. So coaches do matter.
I agree.
In the NBA. I know sometimes it's overlooked. Coaches, for some reason, the NFL coaches seem to matter a little more as far as from the outside looking in. But the NBA coaches do matter. Because they set a
well, you need that. You need that leadership
how
too.
To play basketball,
and
Larry Brown.
And you need that. Go ahead, like Larry Brown. But you need that leadership too. You need that leadership. You need somebody that has the respect of the team. He has to look like he knows what he's talking about. Because if you're playing sports and somebody trying to coach, you know how sometimes you might be on the court and you playing and be like the old head on the side, like, listen, young boy, this is what you need to do. You're like, what is you talking about, dude? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he don't even sound like he know what he's talking about. Whereas though, if it's somebody and you see him and he's telling you, and every time you see, like, listen, do this, that, and other, and you try that stuff out and it's working. If you see scheme is working when somebody's coaching you, then it's like, coach knows what he's talking about. So that's another reason why it's good that the Sixers are having the success that they're having now. Because now it looks like, well, Doc been coaching this to us all this time, and we seen it come to fruition.
Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button.
I gotta say this, and everybody hates on Brett Brown. I don't think he was a great coach either, but I gotta say this in defense. He came out and tried to get Ben Simmons to shoot the basketball. He came out on record and tried to get Ben Simmons to shoot the basketball. He actually said, that won't define him now, but it will define him in the future. He's the only coach so far. Ben Simmons has been with 3 coaches that came out and said he wanted Ben Simmons to shoot.
Because them other coaches are smart enough to realize that the dummy ain't going to shoot. Brett, the only idiot that think he was going to shoot.
Brett Brown also was with his dad, so he knew Ben since he was like 8 years old. He had like a 12-year advantage notice on the ball. It's not like he was new to Ben. He knew the ball, Ben.
He was? Garnett don't like Doc? What's the name don't like Doc? Paul George don't like Doc. Oh, I forgot. This was a great win for Doc.
That's what I said. That's what I said. Doc, when Tim said about Doc doing them subs and taking them out, like, yeah, Doc wanted to win this game.
This is personal.
I forgot about that. Because they all threw him under the bus over there in LA.
Because crazy thing, Doc was trying to make Paul George where he's making Tobias Harris a catch and shoot type offensive player, and Paul George like I have more to my game, which granted he does, but for Tobias Harris, that's kind of a good thing for us because that's what we need, especially when we got 2 ball dominant players in Harden and Embiid. You need a catch and shoot player.
Yeah, I'm not mad at Toby getting around in a game like this and he getting 14 points, shot 50%, 6 for 12, and shot 33% from 3. Like I'm in games where you might need him to score more, he's had games where he scored more, but in certain games, I like the idea of Toby not having to try to force to be like, remember how it was games where it was like Toby had to be like we looking for Toby to be that second high high tier scorer and get mad because he's trying to force shots and he can't hit nothing. Now he can take his time and take the shots that he get.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it. We started the season 1-4. So the fact that where we are now, credit to Doc.
I'm just now looking at the stats. I'm sure y'all probably talked about it. I didn't know Harden had 21 assists.
We talked about that. They were saying it during the
whole
game.
I figured y'all did.
Was you watching on mute? You watched the game on silent?
Yes.
The wife didn't let you turn it up?
Nah, I just was doing something else.
She's like, I'm trying to sleep. No, let me see. Okay.
What they say? Think about baseball.
Do I still want to trade Toby?
Well, he had the captions on. When he's trying to watch the game with the captions on.
Score!
I like what Toby's doing right now, so I'm not in a rush to trade him. Unless it's a significant upgrade.
Let Toby have 1-2 bad games. Him will be talking that stuff again. Jason Collins, John Collins is coming in. We need his athleticism.
My concern is and always will be is rebounding.
Okay, but like I said, you don't take away from something that's a vote. In my opinion, you don't get rid of something that's working for you to bring in something. And if you're gonna make a trade to get better. When you're in this composition, you don't just make a trade just for the sake of making a trade.
But it will get you better rebounding.
I think sometimes Herbert fans get caught up in the money as far as what a player's getting in the production instead of looking at how he can benefit the team. He's like, man, he ain't worth this, he ain't worth that. You know, he's only worth this much. I try not to concern myself with that because I don't care because it's not my money. It only affects me when you can't get it. When you can't get a certain player in here because you trap.
Herb, I don't.
Toby all this money.
Herb, I am the media now. I don't listen. You don't ever hear me quoting Shannon and Skip and none of them. I don't listen to them. I go off of what I see. Yeah. I am the authority.
Where's he at? Where's Master Craft? He hiding.
You figure he'd be in here for this.
The congregation.
And a lot of times, and real talk. A lot of times, sometimes I don't listen to even when I am watching a game. I watch it with it down. I don't want my decision of what I see to be guided by what some of these announcers say. Because sometimes you'll sit there and listen to the announcers. Like for real, that's how come. That's why a lot of time. That's why announcers say, like, if you're a home team announcer, you say the stuff that's pleasing to your home team. So it's like, even when I watch the Sixers, a lot of times, even if I watch it, I'll watch the opposing team's broadcast because I don't want to hear the homer broadcast talking this and that. And I can't stand the national broadcast because they always come in with their cliff notes and just what they've been reading in the main media and stuff like that. So
he said Crab visiting Wentz for the holidays.
So we'll be back tomorrow after the game.
Eagles. What time is the game?
4:25 start.
Supposed to be going out in the morning.
So Eagles.
I might be en route down the spot tomorrow, but I should be down there by then.
It's gonna be cold.
It's cold already. What difference it make?
Hey Mark, he do be getting on my nerves.
Who's that?
Abanabi. What's his name?
I can't stand him.
He trash. Oh my God!
Since they got rid of Zoo and Mix.
Hey Charlie, stop! Come on, Charlie. Are you a Cowboy? Charlie, don't tell us you're a Cowboys fan.
Come on, go home.
Did y'all know it's 9 degrees right now?
No, it's not 9
thank
degrees.
Thank you. What's his name? Jerry Pinacolio, whoever the Hurricane Schwartz.
Jerry Pinnacle.
Why'd that come to your mind?
Why? What come to your mind when somebody says Jerry Pinnacle?
Did he have a gerbil? Did he have something for gerbils?
That's for the Philly old heads. That's for the Philly old heads.
You're an old head, you know that. You're old head.
You know I Jerry Pinnacle.
Anyway, catch us tomorrow. We'll be on. You gonna say wait a people.
I just said a name. Wherever y'all mind went to from that. So who's the freak boy?
I don't even know why your name. I don't even know why they came out your mouth.
He's a famous Philly news broadcaster.
Was he? He wasn't even here for that long, was he?
Who? Jerry Pentacoli was here for years.
Who's the dude? Who's the? I could see if you said Jim Schwartz or something.
Yeah, Hurricane.
No, not Hurricane. He's talking about Jim Schwartz, who's been here for like 40 years.
Who the one that just retired?
What's his name? That's the one that just retired. Yeah, I forget something like
Gardner
that.
just retired.
Who?
Gardner, yeah, Jim Gardner.
Jim Gardner, yeah.
Yeah, shout out to
And what was it? Yo, who was the bull? What was the bull name? Remember the bull that died in the
off the parachute.
Yeah, the skydiving.
Yeah,
I remember he was at Franklin.
skydiving,
You know how to get a little metal ball drop, and they kept saying like,
forgot his
said,
name.
shout the bull name out.
Yeah, Jim Gardner. He was here pretty much everybody's whole life. He was there for over 40-something years.
Facts. Back when you only had like 3, 6, and 10.
Yeah. So,
They said the one dude died because somebody else parachute didn't open and he gave him his or something like that. Is that what happened?
Well, God bless him, but
no, I think it was
Jim O'Brien.
his probably wasn't open. Jim O'Brien. Was it Jim O'Brien?
I don't know. That's the one Greenwood said.
It might have been, Jim O'Brien. This joint ain't open up.
that joint was like, oh, that was messed up.
Yeah, I'm going to Sky Zone. I ain't going to none of joint like that. Give me the one where the fan blowing you up. You like,
you got me.
I ain't jumping out the plane.
I ain't jumping out no
sir.
plane.
Why are you jumping out of a perfectly good airplane?
Exactly. Now, should the plane fall, then I might figure out if the plane fall out the sky, we might figure it out. You know what I'm saying? I gotta do what I gotta do. I'm not purposely stepping out no plane.
No.
Every boys that be doing that too, I'll be like, y'all out your mind for recreation, skydiving, and
He from Mr. Price. He said it's expensive.
It make you say, why, people? That's who do it.
He from like that kind of stuff because
he close enough.
I ain't jumping out that plane, man. Then you got to be taped to that man's body. You know what I mean? Like I ain't.
see where the freak. It's time to get off.
Y'all strapped together.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Looking like Austin Powers with mini me strapped to him.
Yeah, I'm good. It's $100 a minute.
Yeah, to have another boy on your back.
See, this is what happens when you stay. Now we staying on the pod too long.
This is actually this.
Y'all dumb.
As soon as Jerry Pentacoli came up, we should have cut the feed.
All right, we're gonna wrap this thing up. Tomorrow after the game, Minshew Mania. We need him to win one game. This is the one game we need to win. We need him to go to Dallas and take care of business.
If Minshew wins, should he play for our? Should we bench Hurry out the rest of the season?
No, stop.
You might as well go with the hot hand, right? Ain't that how you felt when it was?
No, and you know it's not.
I want no parts of Minshew being
unless he go for 10 touchdowns. Then no.
He said, "Hold my beer."
All right, y'all.
We'll be here, Charlie. Please, man, Charlie, a Dallas fan.
Like the podcast, y'all. Like us on Facebook and subscribe. We out.